And a
And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time.
Hello
Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA. Sunday night action right here on 2K Sports.
This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris
Doris
Burke
Burke and Greg Anthony,
giving us
the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge.
Let's see some of the numbers here
for Thomas Bryant.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately. Just by looking at that true shooting percentage, it's been moving straight up in the past 5 games.
I think
he's feeling it.
And now the Lakers starting blue. Outside the wings are Reeves and James. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Rob Williams. And it's Doncic in the point guard position. And for Indiana. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his son. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Jackson with the 5 down low. So Doris, for a coaching staff, what's the best approach to the second game of a back-to-back?
For me, Kevin, a back-to-back is about 2 things. It's about maturity, one, but you also have to manage both games. Look at the minutes of the first game and try to balance them in the second game, particularly when you're talking about your veterans.
Reeves pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Reeves. Nembhard covering beyond the clock. A floater. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Here's Nembhard. Back to Siakam. And he uses the glass on the Lakers.
Well, high percentage shots are always at a premium. Pascal Siakam gets a great look there.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. Their plan defensively is to try to make LeBron into a jump shooter. Now, Coach said many teams plan that, but it rarely works out. You have to fully commit to it. Of course, that means LeBron will be getting all of their attention.
All right, David, thanks. Last game for the Lakers. It was a loss to New York. Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Pass to Mathurin. Jackson a screen on James. Mathurin for three. Rebound by Williams. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. The drive by LeBron. Count it.
So tenacious on the attack. LeBron isn't bothered by contact on that drive.
Siakam outside Mathurin. To the inside. A rebound by the Lakers. This game against Indiana, the first time they met this week. Reeves can't hit. Bases have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Knocked loose. Williams with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith.
That's what we call a high-effort play by Dorian Finney-Smith. Takes it right to the defense and gets the whistle.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And here are the bases now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
And just under 2.5 minutes here in the first. There's Jackson. Indiana turning it over. And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league. He's so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
James with the bucket.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Outside Jackson. Back to Halliburton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Robert Williams. Seems like every time we see Tyrese Haliburton, he's got a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. He's such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really affects his entire team.
Haliburton hits them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
That's good from Doncic on the assist by Williams.
Yeah, Doncic is used to and accustomed to all this contact. In fact, you get the sense he loves and relishes this kind of play.
Now, here's Haliburton. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Jackson sets the pick here for Haliburton. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining.
And they double Doncic. Finney Smith finds Reeves. No good with the layup. Indiana's gone. 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Mathurin. And that one is hammered home.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with a quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
And it's Doncic missing. Indiana lead. Nembhard the pass to Jackson. Haliburton outside. Shoots over Doncic. Again, Indiana.
Wherever he's gone, the shot has followed. Haliburton perfecting his craft in the mid-range.
Here's James. And that time, also a missed shot.
Boy, in that post, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Siakam passes to Mathurin. Now, here's Haliburton. Finney Smith defending. Siakam against Doncic. Williams with the block.
Yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
And that rejection has mustard on it. Huge play.
And making a statement right away. Letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Here's Reeves. He had a 12-point outing in that last game against New York, and that one good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now, here's Haliburton. The lead is 2. Jackson a screen on James. James against Mathurin. Here's Nembhard. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Bulls in Chicago.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively, but where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls. They've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior. The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Hayes, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Hachimura comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Austin Reeves. Both shots good from the strike.
Despite the fact that LeBron James is now in the league for over 2 decades, he continues to dominate.
Now here's Jackson. He had 10 points in the win against the Bulls in Chicago.
And his presence on the floor, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need.
Doncic against Jackson. Doncic outside. Banked kicked in off the glass. Doncic has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, there's a mix of touch and power that Luka Doncic brings to the game. You can't take him lightly when he touches the paint.
Pass to Mathurin. Fires for three. Buries the long-range jumper. Matherin's got 5 points so far.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And that one is good. Hachimura.
Boy, even with the contact, Rui Hachimura doesn't lose his touch or his concentration. So tough to distract this guy.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Reed's checked in. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at Los Angeles. They reside in the 7th spot right now. In the early part of the season.
Well, I think for the Lakers, they're a team searching for a way to take a leap forward this season. So far, here in the early going, that leap has not existed.
Yeah, it hasn't been all bad. I mean, they've had some nice wins, and even if they're not an elite level team, they still have the look of a playoff team.
Here's Nembhard. All scoring in this one. Back to Jackson. And stolen by Ivy. Here's Doncic. Throws it down. The official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Siakam.
Well, but who's been the harm? Luka Doncic, the finish. He'll get an opportunity to add to that.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack, and getting themselves to the basket.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense, but they've been fun to watch.
Halliburton for three. Rebound the Lakers.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Doncic against Siakam. He gets that one. And now a 4-point Laker lead.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this one. Just too many good looks from in close.
On the way, Mathurin. They need this. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, when you think about Benedict Mathurin, this guy is a talented, aggressive scorer. His ceiling very high. He's going to have to be a little more efficient.
Take a break. 2 shots. And he can't hit the first one.
Well, you think about Benedict Mathurin and all he offers offensively. Has a polished shooting motion and plenty of confidence.
The Pacers making a change here. McConnell's checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Vincent's checked in. Now, here's Ivy. Three-pointer. Vincent's shot is good. And the Lakers lead by 6. Indiana's got just 6 to fall for 3-point so far in the first. Here's Mathurin. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Now that we have the moment, let's take a peek at the teams that are leading the league in blocks. The Lakers second.
I mean, terrific rim protection. They rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Mathurin hits them both.
And I like the drive of this kid. Mathurin, really a team player.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And there's a starting to take shape here. They're working inside, getting good shots from close range.
Reed against Siakam. Shoots from 12, and he hits the jump shot.
Yeah, Pascal Siakam Siakam now with a tighter handle, now can manipulate the defense as that guy dictating action and pick and roll play.
Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen. He chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
Now here's Jackson. Scoreless thus far.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And let's head over to the sideline, catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously push the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting out late and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that you want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. Really good. Now, here's Ivy. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And of the last 6 passes, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
The Lakers have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Obi Toppin's checked in for Isaiah Jackson. Aaron Neesmith comes in for Ben McCaffrey. And Shepard subbed in for Andrew. Sinks the three-pointer.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
One of Ivy's best attributes, his ability to score off the bounce.
Pacers trail by 3. McConnell passes to Shepard. 1:43 left in the first. Siakam, and he's fouled on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points in the line. Greg in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came to the league from a mid-major school who did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Halliburton checked in for Shepard.
One of the things that we're watching happen with Pascal Siakam is the willingness to accept more and more responsibility, both from a leadership and a productivity standpoint, guys. And it has been something else to watch that growth.
Neesmith, the pass to Toppin. Halliburton outside. 6 on the shot clock. Spin. Over Ivy. Indiana again missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good.
Hayes, no good.
Boy, that's what he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Neesmith, he nails it before timeout. Neesmith got 5.
I'll tell you, Pascal Siakam has shown he is more than capable of passing the rock.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And coaches decided they need a moment to talk things over. Checked in for the Pacers. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Lakers. James comes in for Hachimura. James outside. Down it goes. That's their basket. He's now 3 for 4. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. To the middle. It's deflected. Here's Bradley. Takes it off the glass. Bradley's got it all tied up for the Pacers.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And how to move the footwork. Check out those moves in the post and then the finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, Jim. Here's Halliburton after the basket by the Lakers. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Bradley. And the immediate answer with the dunk at the other end.
Well, what he lacks in size for a center, he makes up for all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, John. What are your thoughts?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with these second chance opportunities.
Toppin is out there with Aaron Nesmith. Then it's Walker. Then it's Halliburton. And it's McConnell in at the one slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Now, here's Doncic. Doncic very comfortable down low.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Halliburton for 3. The Lakers with the rebound. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling an attack. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestead. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up to the Pacers. Trailing by 2. McConnell against Doncic. From the baseline. The rebound by Ivy. And Los Angeles guys shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a this game. Here's Doncic. Plays it up and makes it in. And that's 13 points for Luka Doncic.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And Toppin throws it down.
Obi Toppin is a showman. Put him near the cup and watch what happens.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Doncic on the drive inside. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably years to evaluate fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Doncic with this strong move inside.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Toppin. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Listen, the painted area is where Obi Toppin can be so dangerous. The athleticism and the tools he has. Look out.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Some changes for the Lakers. Williams is checked in for Hayes. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Austin Reeves in for Ivy. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Nesmith finds McConnell. Back to Nesmith. Halliburton on the wing. Lock at 6. In the corner, it's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Well, the vertical of Obi Toppin on display rises up with ease.
The kick out to LeBron. Reeves outside. Another shot. Back to LeBron. Off target from outside. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Halliburton, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket for the Lakers in the lead. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. The three. Walker with the rebound.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Pass to McConnell. And here is Toppin. Now, here is Halliburton. The trade. It's Holland by Los Angeles. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The drive by James. And James throws it down.
LeBron James just reads the floor so well. If a lane opens, he will exploit it and get to the cup off the drive.
The Pacers have gotten 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all total. Pass to Toppin. Now Walker over by LeBron. Reeves against Halliburton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the 2 shots coming up. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Now, this is part of the evolution of Tyrese Halliburton getting an opportunity at the free throw line.
And the first one of the line is good. And some changes here for the Pacers. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
What we know about Tyrese Halliburton, this guy always ready to push the pace. He's got a ton of energy. He's willing to outrun and outwork other guys.
Reeves finds James. And James throws it down.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G game. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Jackson. Neesmith with the ball. Covered by LeBron. Neesmith, the pass to Nembhard. Indiana moving the ball. Halliburton inside the three-point line. Releases from the wing and drills. 16 points for Tyrese Halliburton. It took some time, DB, but it's starting to come together, it seems, for Obi Toppin.
Kevin, the athleticism has always been there for Obi. I think the question was, how does he help his team beyond being a vertical threat? He now is in the perfect spot to play with pace. He's starting to be able to put it on the deck, and now he's got to improve his defense.
Some changes for Indiana. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin, and it's Bennedict Mathurin in for Neesmith. And so here's Indiana. They trail by 1. Halliburton against Milton. With the second effort, and it's Halliburton missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Reeves. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Pass to Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Mathurin. The three gets it to go from beyond. Mathurin's got the game tied up here for Indiana.
Well, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
Finney-Smith kicks to Milton. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Halliburton. Outside Jackson. Williams with the steal. Here's Reeves. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Reeves has got 6.
Well, deliver the pass for your teammates and do something with it. Nice.
Williams against Jackson. Halliburton for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Reeves the pass to LeBron. LeBron is doubled. Here's Finney-Smith. Good, and this goes to James. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead.
Well, this is where Dorian Finney-Smith has really come such a long way. What a transformation to a real threat beyond the arc.
Halliburton finds Siakam. Here's Nemar. He's defended by Reed. And Siakam throws it down.
You have to love the aggression right there. He's got the vertical, might as well put it to good use.
Building the pass to Reed. And the foul on Isaiah Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
The Pacers making a switch here. McConnell's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Hachimura, he's checked in for James. Pacers trail by 3. Inside, here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
High-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. For a different look here. Coloco's checked in. Christian Wood comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Jaden Ivey's checked in for Austin Reed. And Doncic is subbed in for Shake Milton. And he makes that one.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
Pass to Nemar. Now Siakam. After for 3. It's rebounded by Koloko. Here's Ivey. And there's the try. And slammed by Ivey.
And this is what you want Ivey doing. Attacking lanes to the rim.
Uses the glass to finish the way. Lakers lead by 3. Here's Ivey. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Back to Ivey. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And Matthew is going to move ball here for Indiana. Playing host to Toronto for the next one. Find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Here's Doncic. Pacers with the rebound. Nemar with it. Still without a basket. Outside Jackson. That misses, and a chance to tie it there. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range. The second foul dropping out there for them. Mathurin against Doncic. That evens the score. Nemar's got himself going there. His first points of the game.
And Mathurin, he can be unselfish, wanting to find his team.
And it's done. Kitchen.
Yo, send me the same. I want them chips like the cream. Like a nice serving